All right, what's up, everybody? It's your girl Tatiana coming through with.
Oh yeah, it's Michael here. Hey, what's up, everybody? Well, hopefully y'all had a great weekend.
I hope so. I just wish I had another day.
Shall we stay on the run?
Potatoes.
But it's all good, Miss Parker.
Yeah, it is.
So, hey, Miss Parker, check this out. This is the last weekend of April for 2023.
Okay.
So, girl, it's about to be warm weather time.
I'm ready for it. I got like all the short sleeve tees ready, a couple tank tops. I don't know. I need to work on my like buying triceps and that stuff.
Oh, you got it, girl. You got it. So, Miss Parker, what are we talking about today?
Today we are going to talk about how capital is what, Mike?
Capital opens doors.
Okay, it opens doors.
Yeah,
It's key.
But they say cash is king.
I like cash. I like cash.
You know, they say cash is cash is king, and cash runs everything.
It does. I like cash.
Dollar bill, y'all.
Wait, what?
I mean, let's just be honest. We've had discussions. Even when people have asked us, "Hey, Mike, Tatiana."
You're not gonna say this question,
yes,
are you?
I'm gonna say it right now. Hey, who bank finance y'all?
Oh my God!
How did y'all get watch for the hook off the ground?
Time out.
How did y'all get watch for the hook off the ground?
Time out.
What bank gave y'all money?
Yeah.
Miss Parker, tell me what bank it was.
Well, I mean, if they were looking, and if I could stand up and stay in view, I'd just like pull out my linty pockets in my joggers.
You talking about the Bank of Parker? Oh, you talking about that bank, the Bank of Parker?
Yeah, I just the lint would just fly out of my pocket.
Got you. So basically, what we were saying was we had a little capital.
Yes.
So but they just talking about capital opens doors.
But let's be honest. Let's keep it a buck, okay?
A good solid buck.
Let's keep it a buck. Why did we have capital? Because we had a plan.
We had already been saving for years.
We'd been working towards this. We didn't wake up one day and say, light bulb moment, gonna do this.
Yeah, we've been stingy. Instead of flossing and balling, we was keeping the lint keeping the lint in our pockets.
Stashing and tucking.
Yeah, making a couple of good business decisions.
Yeah.
Turning some negatives into some positives.
That's right.
We did some research.
I was just about to say we actually did our research.
And we understood how to really flip money.
Yeah, we needed to make sure this journey we were about to embark on, we were like gonna be able to do it and like keep it going. And
exactly.
I was about to say, I was about to give another example.
Go on, get it. You got one more for the folks?
No, it was bad. It was tacky.
Well, what we've learned is over the years is that everything that you have can be an advantage to you.
It can.
And there are things in this world, like the credit scores, I still can tell you that's still a robbery. But I didn't make the system. We just deal with them.
The D&B score.
Yes.
All of that.
What debt to income ratios, things of that nature.
Yeah.
And fixing things like that can help you gain what? Capital.
What is it when you're paying off your debt? Snowball versus is it avalanche?
Yes, snowball versus avalanche.
Yeah, that's it. Snowball versus avalanche.
So how people look at you sometimes from a banking perspective is they're like,
and we're not bankers
no, we're
at
not bankers.
all.
We're just telling you what we've been told.
Right.
Sometimes they look at you as a person. Can you be a person that an avalanche may happen to you, or will it just be a snowball effect?
Well, yeah, that goes back to the risk, but in terms of you can look at that two ways. You just like looked at it from the perspective of the risk from the lender.
Yeah.
But when you're looking like debt to income and credit for credit purposes, snowball and avalanche is the method you're using to pay your debt down. Snowball, you're gonna pay a little one off, take that amount from the little one, add to the next one, and then pay that off and just keep rolling up. Or avalanche, I'm just gonna do one big dump.
Exactly.
And just wipe it clean. I don't have a bank account like that.
So y'all just saw two different perspectives.
Right.
Topic from a couple that's been married almost 12 years. And that's how we function. But when we're talking about that whole capital thing, what we've learned is you gotta put your money where your mouth is.
You do.
And me and I talk shit, and then my wife makes sure that it's correct shit. So, you know, she be like, ooh, you just be out there talking.
Just rambling.
You're rambling, talking crazy. But I be like, baby, I know what I'm talking about. She be like, yeah, you be close. But I be trying to make sure you all right.
Have to reel you back in.
You be on that ledge.
Have to reel you back in.
But let me tell you, who be really up on the ledge.
Whatever.
Yeah, that part. So, Ms. Parker, when we sit up here talking about capital opens doors,
Yeah.
one of the things we've learned just from these financial institutions is that they look at just basically like how much you got on hand right then.
That's what I was just about to say. Like, to get capital, you gotta have some capital.
Yeah.
Ain't that stupid?
Yeah, they gonna be like, hey man, who y'all bank with? Well, we bank with so and so. They gonna be like, well, how much money
What's in
y'all
that
got?
account? Yeah.
Yeah, they
Like,
gonna be like, ooh, what's in your checking?
right. What's
Yeah,
in your savings?
yeah,
Like, what kind of savings do you have? Money market?
Yeah, you got a 401k, you got a
Right.
Roth IRA. Hey, listen, they gonna ask you for your firstborn after all that.
Yeah, that's kind of true. But that's kind of like, it's really crazy. To get capital, you gotta have some capital. And then you sitting over here looking like, well, if I had the capital, I wouldn't need your capital. But
Yes.
that goes back to the risk.
Yeah, they go back to the risk, but this is also one of the biggest things in the world. Banks make money off lending and loaning money.
Sure do.
They don't make money off of you putting your money in their bank account. That's not how they make money.
No.
They make money and say, hey, Mr. and Mrs. Parker, we'll give y'all such and such thousands of dollars at a 4.9% interest rate.
Yeah, over X amount
Not
of
a months or years.
Months.
Did you hear what I just said? That's how capital, that's how money moves.
Yeah.
Banks move money by giving it to other people with interest rates tied to it. That's how they make money.
You gotta pay me back and
Some. Bam. And some. So, and that's what we're talking about. Back to when somebody said, hey, Michael, how did you and Tatiana start the business? We had money in our pockets. A little bit enough to say, hey, when we started this journey, we did our research. We said, hey, it's going to take about X amount of thousands of dollars to get this off the ground with zero return from the jump.
Right. But don't be misinformed.
Yes.
There are opportunities for
Yes.
outside of business loans.
Yes.
There are opportunities for grants.
Yes. Small business grants.
What else? You get funding from like investors, angel investors. All of that is out there.
Yeah.
It's out there. But a lot of times when you get to those levels, and I've seen some grants where you're filling out the request for funding, RFP, RFQ, however you word it. When you filling out that application, let me say that.
Yes.
They want to know like how much do you have on hand? What kind of numbers are you pulling in on an annual basis? Like, what's your sales looking like?
Job?
Yeah.
Listen,
But even like for the business, it's like, what your sales look like? What's your annual revenue sales for the last 2-3 years?
Yes.
What's your worst quarter? So it's like, even with that, you gotta have some numbers. So a lot of times, just out the door, sometimes those aren't the first option that will be available to you. Sometimes it will be easier to go to a lender because you only have a plan. You got a thought and a dream.
Yes.
And a hope and a prayer.
Yes.
Okay.
And a winging on the prayer.
Oh my God, there he goes. So it's like you go into the lender with that because you don't have anything tangible yet, but you got to look good enough on the personal side to go to the lender on the business side for them to even give you capital because you already got a little bit of capital tucked.
Exactly. So, and that's one of the biggest things that we've learned is that thinking ahead.
Yeah, a little plan.
Building a surplus.
That's right.
Penny pinching. Holding back.
One bottle less a week.
Yeah.
One dined out meal less a week.
Be like, hey, I ain't going on vacation this year.
Not this
Yeah, I got a hope and a dream.
Y'all outside, I'm inside.
Yeah, my hope and my dream says I got to hold this back. So they're going to have to be sacrifices.
Yes.
And for a sacrifice can also bring you something tangible.
That's right.
And so when you bring something tangible, like this money is always going to be tangible.
I like money.
Money is always going to be a tangible thing. People are, listen, I'm telling you, man, say cash is king now, for real. People always love to see what you got.
They do. They like to see a dollar amount, a digit, a comma, a few more digits, a decimal place.
Yes.
And
also, this is another rule about capital. Don't all have it in the same spot.
No.
Have it in a couple of spots.
Spread it around.
Spread it around. Treat it like mayonnaise. Spread it evenly. For those mayonnaise lovers out there, don't just whop it in the middle. Spread that mayonnaise around evenly.
I personally like mustard, but
See,
nobody asked me, so whatever.
I like a little mayonnaise on turkey sandwich, a little mustard mayonnaise.
Turkey mayo and American cheese.
Yeah, got to spread it evenly. But no, we are dead serious. When we talking about capital opens doors.
Yeah.
Your financial record, and that's what they're gonna call it to you.
Yep.
Your financial record.
Financial statement, personal financial statement.
Them things, anything they say with an F, and we ain't talking about.
All right, keep going.
I know, caught myself. Anything when they talking about finances, y'all need to look good. And I'm gonna tell you,
as good as you can look.
Yeah, you need to look like you got on some Fenty and some what's all them other makeups and stuff I buy you, girl. I be buying all kind of stuff. Miss Parker is one of the few people that go and tell her friends, they be like, my husband bought my makeup. And I feel good about that.
Yeah. They always like my lip stains, my lip tints, my lip glosses, and I always tell him he picked it out. And that's true because I hardly get to really get to do stuff like that for me, but he sneaks out.
Yeah.
We digress.
But back to that financial record. You want to look sexy on paper. Let me tell you.
Do. So go ahead, pull that lipstick out and put it on that pig.
Yeah, gloss it up. Glossiana. Get glossy. I'm telling y'all right now, for 2023, gloss up your financial record.
That's right.
Your financial statements. Hold back. I'm going to tell you, man. We ain't been on vacation in a couple years now, Miss Parker, I love to put my toes in the sand.
Okay,
That's
I like
one,
a passport stamp.
Only ask for a couple of things every year. Some cigars, a little bit of sweet liquor, and maybe it take me to put my toes in the sand. But we done had to sacrifice some of that stuff because
we have
you got to have that financial record looking good.
We do.
And so that's what we want them to understand, is that the sexier you look, number-wise.
All that red lipstick on that pig.
Yeah, sexify yourselves. Tell them, Miss Parker. Tell them to sexify themselves.
You better do it.
So, we just want people to understand is that this, my mind ran somewhere. When people ask what you are bringing to the table.
I was holding back on that.
Miss Parker, tell them what you better bring to that table.
You better bring more than enough that can fit only on the cocktail table.
You better bring some motherfucking money.
You better bring some dollars.
Let me tell you, when somebody be talking crap to you and they say, well, what you bring to the table? I got a table that's got X amount of zeros.
That's right. I got some
You better
dollars.
have that.
I got some dollars.
Because listen, that's what these financial institutions are asking you when you're going to talk to them. They're asking you blunt face to your face. What you bringing to the table?
Yeah. Or for you to even get through the door, you had to provide snapshots, screenshots, examples of what you plan to bring to the table. What you could potentially bring to the table.
You had to send me a picture of your table. You had to send me a picture of your table.
Cornucopia and all.
And I'm going to tell you, some folks don't like tables.
They don't.
I'm going to tell you like this. You could be a certain color. It didn't matter what your table looked like. They might not even deal with it.
Well, it wasn't well dressed. So, table, have some items to bring to it or already on it. It's okay to stash a little bit. It's okay to say no to some hanging out excursions. I've had to do it plenty of times. I've been shunned. I've had noses turned up at me. But I also have multiple businesses as a result.
Sacrifice.
Yeah, we sacrificed a lot.
And at the end of the day, table is still your table.
It is. It's my table. I set this mother.
Say it louder for the girl in the back.
I set this table.
Set it off in this. Set it off. Because, this is really what these people are going to ask you. Mm-hmm. When you're sitting there and you're thinking about how am I going to set my dream off this course? How am I going to start?
That's that ownership.
The first thing is you're going to have to look at yourself. Mm-hmm. Look at your bank account. Look at your bank statements and be like, either I got to fix it or I'm ready to go.
That's right. It's either literally like middle school, elementary, red light, green light.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Red light, green light. You either ready to go or you need to fix it.
Exactly. And I don't know, sometimes it might be a little yellow.
Listen.
It could be a yield right
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Or caution.
A caution.
You can have a cautionary moment and you be like, am I right there? Or do I need a little bit more? Because it's the thing, when you do your research,
Yeah.
your research gonna tell you what light you with.
Right.
If you put forth that time, the most expensive thing you got that you'll never get back, if you put that,
Give it time.
if you give it some time,
That's the episode.
you'll figure out where you at.
Yeah, it is. It's crazy.
I mean, you'll literally figure out where you at. Because you'll get to the point, you'll know if I need certain type of equipment, if I need certain type of garments, if I need certain type of stands or whatever I need, or supplies or
Software,
anything,
yeah.
software. And if you get to the point you're like, I don't have it, you got to figure out how can I obtain it?
That's what I was about to say. How can I access it? What do I do to access it?
Or B, I need to wait and gain what capital.
That's right.
To then go and get what I need.
That's right.
I mean, it's
literally a game.
Yes, I mean, we grew up playing Monopoly.
Yep.
As kids.
I just talked about red light, green light.
Yeah.
Literally.
We all have played these games where you had to make conscious decisions.
Quickly.
Yes.
Quickly.
And in the business world, you will have to make quick, conscious decisions.
You will. And sometimes you won't be able to make a decision and include your 50% minority, majority, whatever owner you have. You may have to decide on the spot, on site. This is what we need to do right now. I've had to do that sometimes. You've had to do that sometimes.
Yeah.
I've sent you text messages with screenshots this is what I've done. Period, Pooh.
I'd be like, all right, girl.
Be like, cool. And then he's, hit me up with, I had to decide. I had to make this decision right here. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
So not you got to be able to think on your feet and include all the variables and potential outcomes.
Yeah, I get just little small things. When we first started a podcast, we were just on the laptop. I mean, just a little song. It was just laptop. It was easy. We just talking laptop. We've upgraded softwares. We've got microphones, headphones, filters. We're on the camera.
I feel so efficient.
A little bit of lighting. If you really can't tell, we try to do an extra thing. But that came from what? Us seeing you got to put a little money into it.
You do. You got to grease the wheel.
Yeah, and then we got a couple other things. We trying to move. I mean, we understand the version of us. We're low tech. And we get that.
We are low tech. Sorry.
We didn't understand what low tech meant 2 years ago.
Did not.
So when you're getting your skin in the game, you learn things. And so we learned that by what? We had capital that we had to then invest back into our business.
And we were okay with no return on the the investment.
Immediate return.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Look at that.
See, look at that.
All right.
That's my sister.
Yeah.
Look at you, girl. You old smart self. Look at you. Thinking like your husband.
I be trying to think about things differently.
Oh man, hey, that's still a great shirt.
I love that shirt. That shirt gets so much attention.
Watchforthehook.com. Check out Think About Things Differently. Definition T is still rocking and rolling.
Yeah.
We want you all to know that we really appreciate all of the love and support we got for the last 4 years. And we hope to keep bringing y'all that same heat at Watch for the Hook. So, Ms. Parker, as we get ready to wind this up, and we talk to people about, how capital opens doors, let's just say if there's a person out there listening and they say, man, I got a hope and a dream.
Yeah, I like that.
But my dream right now looks like a nightmare financially. Get them just a couple of easy little pointers to help start steering them in the right direction.
So, what you want to do is, you need to be realistic. First of all, be realistic to yourself. If you're gonna put a timeline on yourself, give it a realistic timeline. Be realistic with your goals. Be realistic with your dreams and aspirations. Be realistic with all of that. Be okay with sometimes, pinching from the gas station run, pinching from the dining out run, the bar run. Be okay. Stash a little bit. Store a little bit. Things like that. It's okay to say no, Just really be okay. Do your research while you're doing it.
basically, Ms. Parker just gave y'all a few keys on building yourself a little capital.
That's it.
Because what we've all also learned is that a little bit can go a long way.
It can.
Hey, we'll catch y'all next time. Peace out.